between Ukraine and Russia.
Inside this refrigerated train car, a gruesome sight. The bodies of Russian soldiers packed and stacked for storage. Look, this is looted. Every Russian soldier who is stored here as a dead body has committed a crime against Ukraine, he says. Storing the bodies of the enemy aligns with the rules of war set out by the Geneva Convention, he says. After the end of the active phase of combat, the parties must exchange the bodies of dead military, but they have to try to identify the dead men first. This is where the Ministry of Digital Transformation comes in. We have identified about 300 cases, he says. They do it by using a myriad of techniques, but the most effective has been facial recognition technology. They upload a picture of a face. The technology scrubs all the social networks.
It's really fast.
Once they have a match, they go one step further. We send messages to their friends and relatives.
These are often gruesome photos of dead soldiers. Why do you send them to the families in Russia?
There are two goals. One is to show the Russians there's a real war going on here, to fight against the Russian propaganda, to show them they're not as strong as they're shown on TV and Russians really are dying here. The second goal is to give them an opportunity to pick up the bodies in Ukraine. They do get responses from Russian families.
They're responding with basically saying, you will be killed, I will come and I will also take part in this war.
80% of the families' answers are, we'll come to Ukraine ourselves and kill you, and you deserve what's happening to you.
What about that 20%?
Some of them say they're grateful and they know about the situation, and some would like to come and pick up the body. The technology is not just being used on the dead, it is also being used to identify Russian soldiers who are alive, some of whom are being accused of war crimes. We have established the identity of one military man. We have a lot of materials, irrefutable evidence, this prosecutor says. This is footage of the Russian military man he's talking about. He says he was caught on video in Belarus trying to sell items he had looted from Ukrainian homes. But his alleged crimes go far beyond that. The soldier is accused of taking part in the execution of 4 Ukrainian men with their hands bound behind their backs. CNN obtained new video of the scene just before shots were fired. You can see what appears to be soldiers standing around and a man on his knees on the ground to the right of them. Prosecutors say the soldier was first identified by the technology and then by a Ukrainian citizen who said the soldier tortured him after entering his home. We showed these photos to the witnesses and victims. They identified the specific person who was among other Russian military personnel who killed 4 people in this particular place, the prosecutor said. The end result of all their investigations, they hope, will be a full record of what happened in Ukraine and the proof they need to prosecute those who committed crimes against its people. Sarah Seidner, CNN, Bucha District, Ukraine.
Si no puedes aportar económicamente al canal, suscríbete, comenta y comparte, esto ayudará mucho a seguir informando.